by WinView. Watch real games on TV, compete against real sports fans, win real money, only on WinViewGames.com. SeatGeek. For all your ticketed events, from sporting to concert outings, SeatGeek has you covered. They even conveniently color-coded each ticket on their website from amazing to worst, so you can easily know which are the best deals. SeatGeek, the smart way to buy. Save $20 off your next ticket purchase with the promo code. From the hills of Humboldt County, California, our friends at Canada CBD, the nation's leading tobacco and nicotine-free dip alternative with CBD, are excited to present the game of the year. Canada CBD is a fast-acting, innovative way to consume CBD that works great with taste and won't make you play sneak-a-chew with the wife during football season. The game of the year is one winner chosen by August 31st. Entry is easy. Head over to CanadipCBD.com and click the link or visit Canadip's main Instagram page and look for the blue check mark. One winner will be chosen and can bring a +1 to any regular season NFL game. Airfare for 2, including hotel lodging and great seats for the game. That's right. Canadips is randomly choosing one lucky winner for the fan experience of a lifetime. So head over to CanadipCBD.com and enter, or go to official Canadips Instagram and type it in all the way to find the blue check account. Be the winner and enjoy seeing Brady visit New England for a final showdown or whatever game you like. Good morning. Hey, everybody. I'm your host, El Grande Gato, also known as the Big Cat. My cool cat, put your paws up if you're rocking with the Big Cat. Today on this beautiful Monday morning, we're here to talk about little things that you guys need to. We're going to do a little quick recap. Little things you guys should have paid attention to in yesterday's loss in our first preseason game. Play Monday morning. We're here to play Monday morning. We're here to play Monday morning quarterback. Tongue twister there again. All right, so rest in peace to my guy 704. And before you even get started, I want to say shout out to Mr. David Tepper for the kind gesture that he did, sending home my brother, my co-host, my friend 704. Thank you, Mr. Tepper. Thank the Panthers organization for that. Kudos to you guys. All right, let's get started, man. Do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? Yes. No, maybe. Do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina? Even though we lost still. Even though we didn't have the starters in still. Do you love the Carolina Panthers still like I love the Carolina Panthers? If you love the Carolina Panthers, put your paws up, all right? Let's go ahead and get started. I don't have any cool web graphics for you guys today, so we're just going to do a little talking session. I want to start with a couple things here, all right? And the reason why I decided to call today's show Monday Morning Quarterback is a lot of people, they get on guys like me and other podcasters for having an opinion. But that's pretty much our job, is to have an opinion on what happened. First thing I want to talk about is Matt Rhule's decision not to play at least 33 players, including some starters. Look, man, the decision for him not to play over 33 players, including starters, it could be one to come back to haunt us, but it's not without understanding. Okay, I want to put it like that. It is with understanding why he did it. Me personally, I don't necessarily agree with it 100%. You're talking about a guy who, Matt Rhule, didn't have his first preseason last year because of COVID. No full preseason game. So you didn't really get a chance to get a look at guys. Now, mind you, without preseason, Matt Rhule in his first game, he decided to give it to the fullback, Alex Arma, who is now a New Orleans Saints, on 4th and 1. We had communication issues in that first game, even though it was due to helmet microphones. There was a lot that kind of went wrong in Matt Rhule's first game as a Carolina Panther, and that was without a preseason year. So with that being in the back of your mind here, you got to kind of wonder, why not have some of these guys go out there and play? Now, obviously, the answer for you guys is, well, injuries. Of course, injuries is a big factor. We know better than anybody when you put a star out there in Cam Newton and he ended up hurting his foot. You know what I mean? And then that fucked up our whole season back in, was it 2018, 2017? We seen that. 2018, excuse me. We seen that, all right? But with that being said, you look around the league, you got Trey Lances, you got Justin Fields, you got Patrick Surtain Jr., pick six and folks. I mean, you can't play it safe, all right? And can I give you my opinion? This is my opinion. I don't have any fact. I don't have any proof about this, but I honestly believe Matt Rhule and Frank Wright probably reached out to one another and said, look, I'm not playing a lot of my starters, so how about you not play a lot of your starters, and let's keep it like that. You know what I mean? And if that was the case, then, I still don't agree with it here, man. There's nothing wrong with playing a series or two. Again, if you guys can't keep your quarterback healthy in a series or two, everybody needs to be fired. You know what I mean? So if J.C. Horn can't go out there, stay healthy in a series or two, I mean, at the end of the day, especially to me, especially with J.C. Horn, I got two people that I really want to kind of harp on. J.C. Horn should have been out there. Okay? I know it's preseason, but he's a starter, right? He's a starter. I want him to see as many reps as possible, even if it's 4 plays, even if it's 8 plays. I want to see him with many reps as possible, all right? Because going to week 1, when he's guarded against some no-name receiver for the Jets, I don't even know, or Denzel Mims or whoever they're gonna have out there, I don't want to see these mistakes. It's time for us in Carolina to stop trying to. I think we're trying to over sophisticate shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes keep it simple, honey. Keep it simple, sugar. You know what I mean? I think we're just overcomplicating this thing here. A couple snaps will never hurt him. But I tell you this: come week 1. And what really pisses me off, let me slow down here. I'm a little charged today. Had some Chick-fil-A for morning breakfast. But one thing that really pisses me off is you come out over the last 2 weeks, I say, and you've been telling us how practice haven't necessarily been up to par. You told us at least 2 times, I think it's 3, but I say at least 2 times, how these receivers are not getting the proper depth and they're not running the right routes. You come out and you say J.C. Horn struggling with holding. You come out and tell us everything that we should be concerned about and something in the preseason reps that could potentially help fix. But you rest over 33 players. Week 1. And I'm not, I guess I am questioning it, and I guess I got to, I'm going to have a little attitude. Okay. I mean, you came out, you the same guy that said all this. Now, come week 1, I don't want no fucking excuses. I mean that. I mean that. If we lose to the Jets, it might be bye-bye Big Cat. I think I'm going to get kicked off the air here. So, I mean, you can over-sophisticate this thing, or you could have kept it simple, have some guys get some 1 or 2 series, get the hell out of there, be done for the day, all right? So that's my takeaway on that right there. And my second thing about that is Jermaine Carter. Jermaine Carter wasn't out there. You got Josh Bond. I mean, can I be honest with you? Let me slow down. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to take a little bit of time here. We ain't got nothing but a little time here. You got Josh Bynes, who just recently was picked up off a free agent wire. And you got him in there running our plays. I think he's been with the team less than a week. realistically, what kind of look do you think you're going to get out of a guy who's been on the team less than a week? Realistically, what good quality look are you going to get out of a guy who's been on the team less than a week? And yeah, he was in there looking lost as fuck, if you were paying attention. But that's not to him, you know what I mean? Hey, my point is this. You had Jermaine Carter, a guy who played less than 20% of defensive snaps on defense. He played over, I think it was 62. It was either 62 or 57% snaps on special teams last year. Why is he not out there? Again, I know Denzel Perryman, he's hurt. I know we don't have a lot of depth at that position. That's why Joshua Bynes was out there. But again, a series or two can help. Again, and I'm going to repeat again, I want you guys to look back on this. Week 1, I don't want to hear shit. I do not want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear that we weren't in sync on offense. I don't want to hear that the wide receivers ran the wrong route. I don't want to hear about our linebacking core who just got 20% snaps on defense. He didn't know what he was doing. I do not want to hear that shit. Because preseason is where you start fine-tuning it. But I think at times we got kind of cute. You know what I mean? I think we're overthinking this thing. I think we're way overthinking this thing. You can be safe and get quality reps in, okay? Yeah, I don't know if you knew that, but you can go out there and get quality reps in and still be safe with your players. But what do I know? I'm just a fucking YouTuber. All right, the next quarterback, Monday morning quarterback takeaway, we're going to talk about Joe Brady's struggles in the red zone. 3 field goals, had 9 total points in the red zone. A lot of you guys are going to say, it's preseason. It's not the first team offense. It's a quarterback. They didn't have the right quarterback out there. But I'm going to tell you this right here. Going into the start of the regular season, so far, and again, I don't want to hyper analyze this thing. You know what I mean? I don't be overly critical, but I'll tell you this. I'll just say I'm on alert. I'm on alert with Joe Brady so far in the red zone. 3 trips, 3 field goals. I didn't necessarily see the diversity that I thought I was going to see down in the red zone. And maybe that had to do with the offensive linemen not run blocking in particularly well. Yesterday, they run block like shit. They run block like shit. So maybe the fact that they couldn't establish the run has something to do with it. Maybe it's the fact that they wanted to keep it vanilla because it's preseason. I don't know. But Joe Brady and his the demons of not scoring in the red zone already popping their head up early. Now again, I don't want to hyperanalyze this. This could just be they just kept it vanilla, but I was waiting to see where, you know, we did have a tight end touchdown. Okay, I got to give him that. I give him credit for that. But the other 3 trips there were field goals. Something to keep your eye on going forward into the next preseason game, and even going into week 1 there. Not a lot of starters out there. You know what I mean? Again, it's P.J. Walker, whatever you want to say, but it's something to keep your eye on there. Did you give him a pass? How do you feel out in the chat? Do you give him a pass because it's preseason, or do you say, hey, look, this is something that we struggled with all last year, and it looks like even in with our we had some twos out there. We still couldn't really punch it in. How do you feel out there in the chat? Let me know, all right? Next thing I want to talk about when it comes to Monday morning quarterback is Phil Snow, defensive line, run defense. Again, y'all, we did okay in the first half. Did a good job, man. We bend a lot. We bend a whole lot in the first half. But again, that run defense, I seen guys on skates. And the guys that I seen on skate are guys that are going to be in the rotation. Now, in the second half, I kind of give guys a mulligan or whatever because a lot of those guys not even going to be on this fucking team. But if you watch the first half, I'm talking about Marquise Haynes, Bravion Roy. I'm watching guys being put on roller skates. All we needed was a disco ball to drop out the ceiling the way them niggas were skating all over the place. That's all we needed. That run defense was atrocious. Marlon Mack and Jordan Wilkes had their day with us. They had their fucking way with us. You know, so, I mean, again, it's only so much you can just write off as preseason, okay? These guys are getting reps. Yeah. Bravion Roy's getting reps in the regular season. I'm sorry. Look, you say what you want to say about preseason. Marquise Haynes is getting reps in the preseason. I mean, the regular season, all right? So I've seen some of that. I'm not necessarily, I don't want to nitpick it too much. But that right there so far, again, I know it's the backups there, but just to know that our depth chart, it still struggles with that. You know what I mean? There's going to be times, obviously, Brian Burns and Daquan Jones, and there's going to be Derek Brown out there holding it down. But what happens when those guys get tired and they got to get rotated in? So I'm looking at this right here as an issue that needs to be corrected as well. Again, another issue that was lingering over from last year coming into this year. I want to take it with a grain of salt. I don't want to hyper analyze it. But again, something to keep your eye on. Next up, the offensive line run blocking was horrible. I mean, again, when it came to Chuba Hubbard, it wasn't even fair, man. Chuba Hubbard had 7 carries for 80 yards. One was a 59-yarder, okay? So you take away that 59-yarder, he had a quiet day. That run blocking offensive line was atrocious there. A little disappointed, man. Again, and if you don't think preseason matters, it doesn't matter when it comes to score, okay? The score doesn't matter. But when it comes to the actual gameplay, it matters. Because the guys that are on that offensive line, the guys that are on that defensive line will be rotated in. Again, I challenge you. I challenge anybody in this fucking chat right now to pull up when has Carolina had the same offensive line for 16 straight games. If you could tell me we had the same offensive line for the 16 straight game last year, show me. For 16 straight games, it didn't happen. So my point is, a lot of these guys that you're seeing out there on the field, and they're struggling with run blocking. In particular, I was really disappointed in Trent Scott about the penalties. I will talk about him later, but Trent Scott really pissed me off. You know what I mean? He didn't do himself no justice at the left tackle spot. But Chuba Hubbard didn't have a good look. You know what I mean? You can't grade Chuba Hubbard off of one big run. Okay? I mean, yeah, it looks good for the highlight. Yeah, it looks good. But you can't grade Chuba Hubbard off a big run. And he didn't have a good look. He didn't have a good fucking look. You know why he didn't have a good look? Because every time he got started, 40 niggas was on him behind the line of scrimmage. You know? How can you grade a running back 100 niggas on him behind the line of scrimmage, bro? I said, God damn, y'all gonna give him a chance. We got to do better, man. Got to do better. Something that you got to keep your eye on, all right? Monday morning quarterback. Yeah, man. So those are a couple things here. Let's go into, if you missed yesterday's takeaways here. Yesterday's takeaways, P.J. Walker is the clear-cut number 2 quarterback, all right? Our man had over 161 yards throwing and 1 touchdown here. He looked good, looked comfortable in the offense. I mean, yeah, he made some mistakes. Sure he did, but he just looked comfortable. A guy who I said if he ever gets this playbook down, he can make a valuable option for a possible starter. You know what I mean? Possibly he could start one day. You know, if Sam Darnold were to get hurt, I mean, come on, this is the same guy that beat the Detroit Lions, you know what I mean? He went in there, but he did that without even having limited playbook knowledge and no preseason. Mind you, he didn't have a preseason last year. So the fact that he's coming here already looking good, I'm so happy for P.J. Walker. Continue to do your thing, young man. Get in that playbook. Next thing I want you guys to know about yesterday as well is Terrace Marshall will be a problem. Can we say it? Can we say it together? Let's say it together. Here comes trouble, homie. That's trouble right there. They need to tear Marshall off the back of his nameplate, put trouble up there. And let me tell you something, man. And I don't mean this. I mean, look, these guys look good, man. I mean, physically, they're built like fucking they're ready to play. Terrace Marshall, I'm looking at him on tape, like, God damn, it's a big boy there, man. You know what I mean? Tommy Tremble, big boy there, man. Terrace Marshall in three receptions show me all I need to know, man. All I need to know, man. If you pair him with DJ Moore, if you pair him with Robbie Anderson, man, shit. It's gonna listen, I'm so happy. And not only Terrace Marshall, Shi Smith got in on the act. It was one play, 26 yards, but Shi Smith showed you a little bit of his toughness, showed you a little bit of what he can do off the back, man. So this wide receiving core is going to be dangerous. It's going to be dangerous, man. So I was glad to see Terrace Marshall and those guys ball out. I wish I could have seen more Shi Smith. I'm not sure why he didn't play much, but hey, you know, it is what it is. I'm not the coach here. Again, penalties were a huge problem yesterday. Huge problem yesterday. We had a lot of false starts, a couple holdings. This is something that I guess, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure they practiced this. They practiced snap counts. Trent Scott, it got comical at one point. I think we had like 4 straight penalties. I don't know if I was watching Andy Amos or the Three Stooges at one point, because we got to the point where we were jumping offside. Motherfucker taking time. That's something we can't have. We can't have. That's just a lack of focus. That's a DBO. You're beating yourself. You're beating yourself. You know what I mean? You're beating yourself. We can't have that there. And again, these are guys that will be in the rotation come week 1. While a lot of you guys are talking about this preseason, it don't matter. Some of these guys will be in the rotation week 1. We beat ourselves real good. Can't have that happen, all right? Next up, offensive line did a solid job pass blocking here. A lot of you guys are giving Brady Christensen his roses already. I'm not going to give him his roses just yet. Brady Christensen came out, and we took him with the potential of him being a guard and tackle. You put him at a position we don't need. Taylor, he's in the regular season. Unless Taylor Moton gets hurt, fucking Christensen, he's not going to see that he's not going to see that fill that right tackle. I was disappointed. I felt like Matt Rhule, why not challenge guys? Come on, bro. I mean, it's preseason. Challenge him to see what he can do. And if you knew he couldn't play left tackle, why did you take him? I mean, did you see Trent Scott out there? And what really pisses me off about this whole situation is when you look at Russell Okung. Remember Russell Okung came in last year. This was under Matt Rhule. Russell Okung came in, a veteran player that supposed to have experience, looked like trash. Now you're bringing in Cameron Erving, a guy from the Dallas Cowboys who was a former first round, expecting him to be any better. But obviously he's not better, because that's why you had Taylor Moton taking left tackle snaps. Then you bring in Brady Christian, a guy who could play guard and tackle, but just not left tackle. Why not test him out? Test him out, see what he can do, man. I'm a little disappointed here, man. At times, it looks like, what are we doing when it comes to our player management? We haven't had a solid left tackle in a while here, man. It looks like we won't have one again. It looks like it's going to be continued to, I guess, I don't know. You can't, I don't know, down here in Georgia, we got a place called Pull Apart. You can't go to Pull Apart and get you a used alternator and just think that motherfucker's going to run like it's just, fresh out the box. You got to do some work to it. Got to probably put a kit on it, you know what I mean? That's what we're going to do to our offensive tackle spot, which is it's really a big disappointment here. But all in all, man, he did do solid on the right tackle spot, and then the offensive line did do solid when it came to pass blocking. But they looked like shit in the run, all right? Chuba Hubbard did not have a good look, and the rest of the guys didn't have a good look, all right? Chuba Hubbard had a big run, but a quiet day. Again, I just touched on that just briefly here. That was because the fact that he was getting hit. 50 niggas on him behind the line of scrimmage. You're not going to have a good look here. All in all, was I impressed with him? I don't know. I can't say that I was impressed with him. That one big run, that was nice. It looked like he pulled up at the end. I don't know if he pulled something. I don't know if he was hurt. Or I don't know if the nigga just got hawked in. I don't know what happened there. But I can't sit here and say he's great because of one big run. And you'll be foolish to sit here and say Chuba Hubbard good because one big run. That's not how it goes. But I will give him his flower with a nice run. And it was a good way to keep his feet going. All right. One thing I noticed about Chuba Hubbard when he hit the hole, he's real patient, man. He's some guys that when they hit the hole, they hit that motherfucker. Once the ball is put in their belly, boom, they take off. He's not that kind of back. I noticed he kind of stutter steps. He does a lot of what I call tap dancing and shit. All right, maybe that's his style. I know Leo said last night that's his style coming out of college. He like to kind of tap dance, find his hole, and then he explodes in it. But I can't give him a pass just yet. I can't give him a fail just yet. We didn't have enough good quality reps with Chuba Hubbard, all right? Next up, Sean Chandler, Kenny Robinson, Stanley Oliver Thomas, and Keith Taylor made big plays. Shout out to Phil Snow, man. That beautiful blitz he sent Sean Taylor on, delayed blitz, man, to make a huge play in the backfield. Shout out to him. Kenny Robinson, look, y'all. I know it's one preseason game. But I got to tell you this right here. Kenny Robinson's looking like a quality safety. Hey, Kenny Robinson was all over the fucking place. Even had himself a pick. Had a boy, XFL legend. He's a runner. He's an interception. Yeah, man, he looks good, man. Looks good here. Is it enough for us to say that we don't need another safety? I'm not gonna say that just yet, but he has my heart. He's starting. I got my eye on him. He's starting to get my heart, man. But the kid can play out there. Also, who else? Stanley Oliver Thomas. Yeah, he did have some bad plays, but he was active. Our secondary was active. I remember Rashawn Melvin. I don't know if you guys seen it. I wish I could pull the tape, but fuck, I don't know why I didn't load the tape. But there was a play where Rashawn Melvin got beat, right? And I think with the tight end, I think Grandison caught it, or I forgot whoever caught it. Rashawn Melvin was behind the dude. He wrapped him up. And at the last second, the dude was getting ready to secure the catch. He reached in there and he knocked the ball out. Those guys were active. See, y'all don't that's not gonna show up on ESPN. That's not gonna be ESPN highlight. But the fact that these guys were active in our secondary, beautiful. I mean, even though you allowed a catch, you still continue to fight through the process of catching the ball all the way to the ground. I mean, pulled it right out, incomplete, man. Beautiful stuff, man. Very active ass cornerbacks, very active ass secondary. I'm super, super proud of these guys. Sean Chandler in particular, Kenny Robinson as well, Stanley Oliver Thomas, Keith Taylor as well. Next up, did you see that quality depth at the defensive end spot? That's right. Uta Grace Matos, YGM, and Marquise Haynes both had themselves a sack party. I like that kind of party. Yeah, YGM, Uta Grace Matos had a sack party. Again, if the preseason doesn't matter, these guys will be in the rotation. The score doesn't matter. The preseason score doesn't matter. Fuck the score. But when it comes to the actual quality play of your depth chart, again, no team makes it to the Super Bowl without quality depth. Say it with me, people. A lot of you guys, this is not matter. You can't just play with your superstars all 17 games. Don't work that way. We need quality depth. And yesterday we got it, especially at the defensive end spot, YGM and Marquise Haynes looking good off the edge. I promise you, if we had Brian Burns playing, that nigga probably would have had 5 sacks. All right, so kudos to those guys. Well, all right, let's see what else we got on here. Joey Sly. Joey Sly, he's starting to kind of he's starting to irritate me here. And I'll tell you why. Joey Sly is a extremely talented leg in this league. Big leg here. But I don't know what it is. You know, since he has gotten this starting job, I don't know. You remember the preseason before, not last year, but the year before. Remember he was fighting for a job in preseason, and he was just knocking shit down. You know what I mean? He was just deadly accurate. But now, I don't know. He sliced, all his balls were being sliced to the right corner, even to the point to where he missed the extra point. He struggled so bad that even when he made a kick, he was mad. They had him on camera. Go back and look on camera. When he made a kick, he kicked that shit so horrible, he was mad and he didn't realize he made it. Hey, go back and look on camera. The nigga had made the kick, but he kicked that shit so bad, he was on camera pouting and shit. Damn. We got a problem out there, man. You know what I mean? The last thing I want to see this year is a new revamped defense, and Sam Darnold, he does just enough to keep us in the middle of the road. We finally get down in the red zone, and we need a field goal to win a game, and he slices that shit right because he got foot issues. Me personally, I'm putting Joey Sly on a thin leash. He's on a thin leash for me. You know, shit, 1 or 2 games missing critical kicks. Shit, you might be out of a job here. We can't keep doing that shit. You know what I mean? You know, you can't do this. You know what I mean? You've been vetted in here now. You know what to do. You got job security. I mean, what else do you want? You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. Get that shit fixed. Get that shit fixed quick. All right. Next up, second to last, we're talking about Will Greer. Will Greer. Can I sing to you guys this morning? I like to sing. Anybody like Manhattans? Anybody like the Manhattans? All right, let me sing to you. Goodbye is the saddest word 2 ears have ever heard. We gave our love a try, but now this is goodbye. Goodbye, Will Greer. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Pretty than a motherfucker, though. Nice, pretty locks. Smelled the urban essence through the fucking screen. You know what I mean? But, man, I don't know. Was it the fact that they didn't want him to throw the ball? He went 5 for 9 for 31 yards. I don't know if they didn't want the nigga to throw the ball or they were just trying to milk the clock. Now, a lot of you guys were saying, well, Big Cat, the coaches were trying to milk the clock in the third quarter. That's the reason why he wasn't really throwing the ball. Okay. I can't, y'all. I don't know what the fucking problem was. Will Greer, he's not it. He's not it. I'm okay with running with 2 quarterbacks. How do you guys feel? I'd rather get rid of Will Greer, and have an extra spot to where we can bring in an extra lineman, whether it's offensive lineman, defensive lineman, or bring in an extra safety. You know what I mean? I mean, it's horrible watching him. Watching him was like having 7-hour bout of constipation. It was that bad. I mean, shit. And I don't know what his issue is. I don't know if it's confidence. I don't know if it's his mechanics. I don't know. I just don't know. I do know something. I know his ass got to go. He has to go. 4 years in the game, and you're back here with the third teamers that's not going to make the team. You're playing against third teamers, motherfuckers that's going to be on the free agent list, and you can't throw against them? I don't know, man. Fuck, I don't know. All right, well, last but not least, we'll talk about Troy Pride Jr. It was a couple homecoming for a couple people. Tommy Tremble, a guy who was played for Notre Dame, which is in Indiana, and also Troy Pride Jr., who played for Notre Dame, which was in Indiana. Troy Pride has to go as well. I told you guys during the live play-by-play broadcast that Matt Rhule actually sent not Tommy Tremble, but he sent Will Greer and Troy Pride home on Spirit Airline. Yeah, that has been confirmed. No, I'm playing. Troy Pride, there was a play where he gave up a touchdown after giving up a big play. The first throw they threw on him, it was a big play. He rolled on the ground, said he was hurt. I don't want to make fun of the man if he was injured. And I'm not going to say, a lot of you guys were saying he was faking the injury. But I won't say that. And then the second throw they threw on his ass, you know what I mean? Then he got injured again. I'll put it like this. Shit looked like a slip and fall accident. Only problem, it wasn't even wet over there. It speaks volume that he's still in the game against 4th stringers and shit. I mean, if anything, I don't have to say a word about his play. It just, look who he's playing against. And there were 4th stringers and shit, man, Hope he's better, man. But that's another guy who, I don't know. And then I don't know if he fainted. Did you see him on the side? I don't know if the nigga fainted. Nigga was fainting like he was in church. My God damn, nigga, get nigga. The fuck is going? He's nigga out here fainting and shit. Get your ass up, nigga. Ain't even wet over there. But yeah, man, that's all in all, man. That's all I had to say, man. We still got we got a lot of shit going on, man, here. But all in all, man, I give us our first half. I don't even want to judge the second half, man. The second half was straight trash. I'm not going to judge the second half. But the first half, I give us a B, man. 15-3 total domination. And our defense, they bend a lot. They bend a lot in the first half. We overcame that shit. You know what I mean? We overcame that and then turned around and got off the field. You know what I mean? A lot of people are praising Sam Ellinger and Jacob Eason. Nah, they didn't really do shit. I don't know why those guys are praising them, but whatever. Any Indianapolis fans out there, if you want to ride with Jacob Eason, go ahead. I'm a Georgia Bulldogs fan, and guess what? I seen him before. He couldn't beat out Aaron Murray. I don't know if you remember him. So he's nothing special, all right? Big arm. Just because you got a big arm doesn't mean shit. It's a lot more than playing quarterback today. I'm your host, Doug Renegado, also known as the Big Cat. I'm going to put the polls up. If you're rocking with the Big Cat, call me the Faint Cat. I'm about to faint. Man, I watched that shit live, man. I was so goddamn heated. Hey, I watched that shit live, bro. I was so goddamn heated, bro. That nigga say, damn, I got beat. I gotta make sure, goddamn, when I get back to the locker room, tell them what happened. I was concussed. I gotta really sell this shit, though. He ain't gonna believe my word. Let me sell this shit. Let me pass out. Sucker shit. I'm playing with you guys. Any questions out there in the chat out there before we get up out of here? Any questions in the chat? Thank you guys for tuning in. And again, shout out to David Tepper. Thank you for sending my man 704 home the right way. That nice little plaque you sent there. We appreciate that, man. Any questions real quick before we get up out of here? Yeah. Shout out to Nicholas Graham. Anyone over Will Greer? I hear you. KJ the Great One. Look like a clown show. Yeah, you know. Clown shit, huh? Shout out to Granderson12. Any cuts yet? I have not heard of any cuts yet. Anybody has any update on any cuts? I personally have not heard of it yet, all right? O-line in the fourth. Yeah, the offensive line. I just spoke on the offensive line having a lot of false starts. A lot of penalties, man. It just was real sloppy at times, you know what I mean? I was telling earlier, I don't know if you guys caught it, but earlier, you know, there was a point to where we had like 4 back-to-back fucking penalties. I don't know what we were doing. Niggas weren't paying attention in practice. Might have been looking at cheerleaders. I don't know what the fuck going on, but can't have that happen. And that was even in the first half. It wasn't just the fourth quarter offensive line. Even in the first half, our offensive line was on that bullshit. Trent Scott was having false start like he was getting ready to block motherfucking Aaron Donald. I'm like, what are you jumping out there for? All right, man. So yeah, man. I gotta go. I got a emergency phone call here. I'll catch you guys later, man, and I'll see you probably Wednesday. We'll talk about the Baltimore Ravens. All right, peace. Love you guys. Paul's up. Carolina on top forever. I gotta get out of here, y'all. All right, peace. This video is brought to you by WinView Games. Watch, predict, win. A better way to watch live sports. By WinView. Watch real games on TV. Compete against real sports fans. Win real money. Only on winviewgames.com. SeatGeek. For all your ticketed events, from sporting to concert outings, SeatGeek has you covered. They even conveniently color-coded each ticket on their website from amazing to worst, so you can easily know which are the best deals. SeatGeek, the smart way to buy. Save $20 off your next ticket purchase with the promo code. From the hills of Humboldt County, California, our friends at Canada CBD, the nation's leading tobacco and nicotine-free dip alternative with CBD, are excited to present the game of the year. Canada CBD is a fast-acting, innovative way to consume CBD that works great with taste and won't make you play sneak-a-chew with the wife during football season. The game of the year is one winner chosen by August 31st. Entry is easy. Head over to CanadipCBD.com and click the link or visit Canadip's main Instagram page and look for the blue check mark. One winner will be chosen and can bring a +1 to any regular season NFL game. Airfare for 2, including hotel lodging and great seats for the game. That's right. Canadips is randomly choosing one lucky winner for the fan experience of a lifetime. So head over to CanadipCBD.com and enter, or go to official Canadips Instagram and type it in all the way to find the blue check account. Be the winner and enjoy seeing Brady visit New England for a final showdown or whatever game you like.